All right, welcome back to Bay Sunday. Two Emmy Award-winning filmmakers got tired of the lack of female role models in the media, so they got busy. The two of them, along with their all-female crew, went on a 7,000-mile road trip in a van, interviewing some of the most impressive women in the country, from astronauts to mathematicians. These are women that have broken stereotypes and have blazed a mighty impressive trail, and they are also featured in a docu-series called The Empowerment Project. Extraordinary women doing extraordinary things. And let's say hi to two filmmakers, Sara Moshmen and Dana Michelle Cook. I'll lean over and shake your hands, ladies.
Nice to
How are you?
Thank you for having us.
Road trip with, three other ladies?
Yes.
In a van. You started in L.A., you headed north and went all the way to the East Coast.
Yep.
How much fun was that?
It was a journey of a lifetime. It was just such a joy to get in a minivan with a bunch of women, and it was kind of like an empowerment bubble. We just lived in this woman's world for a month.
And tell us, how did this start? Were you just thinking, wow, I'd like to see better role models, and women are just not getting the credit they deserve, and in STEM is kind of where you guys came from, right?
Yeah. We really stand by the mantra, you can't be what you can't see. And Sara and I have been working in production for years and kind of seeing that there weren't really strong female role models showcased in the media in general. So we wanted to be a part of that change, to change that, that media landscape and showcase women that, were doing incredible things in the world, and their stories just weren't being told.
So you spoke with 17 women.
We did, yeah.
2 months back in 03?
1 month.
1 month. So
back
this
in
was
2013.
13.
Wasn't
Yeah,
too
why did
long
I say
ago.
03? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Anyway,
That would have been a while
I
ago.
knew that. I knew it. You guys are 12 years older now. So you go on this road trip. Who did you pick, and how did you pick them?
Yeah, it's a really fun puzzle. Once we'd raised the money on Kickstarter, we had this tremendous task of how do we honor the people that backed our project and choose women to focus on. And really extraordinary women are everywhere. So in that sense, it was easy. But we started cold calling and emailing and finding women that we found would be interesting to tell their story. We wanted to focus on women in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, because they're largely underrepresented. And then we thought, maybe we can get an astronaut. Maybe we can get someone in the Navy. So it was this really great process of how do we find the women in these cities.
And Dana, what was the reaction? Did most people say, sure, come on in, or were they like,
Yeah.
what do you want?
The reactions were completely positive. I mean, sometimes, as Sara said, we would cold call. We would find a woman and call her, and she would be so receptive, and just the whole process was really a beautiful thing.
All right, well, the Empowerment Project, we got a clip. Let's take a look. We'll get your reaction.
Great.
Watch.
Just for 1 month.
Girls on the Run is so much fun!
I am the founder of Girls on the Run.
I fight human trafficking.
I have studied cancer cells for the past 35 years.
I helped create the Oprah Winfrey Show.
I'm the first African-American woman to achieve 3 stars in the United States military.
I'm Miss USA 2012, but I'm so much more.
I am a fashion stylist.
I solve systems of nonlinear differential equations, and I love it.
I was always told that when I grow old, I can do just as I choose. So watch and see what I can do.
Don't ever give up.
Dream bigger.
So go for it.
What would you do if you weren't afraid to fail?
I am not afraid. I am not afraid.
We are not afraid.
Is that your crew right there?
That's
That's
us.
you guys?
That's the crew.
What's the common thread you notice through all these women?
These women all faced obstacles, as we all do, and they never let those obstacles stand in their way. And that's such a powerful message, not just for women, but for men as well, is that we will all face obstacles, but you got to get right through them to get to your dream.
And you go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it's also about the power of saying yes to yourself and yes to the unique path that you're on. So to kind of tune out the voices that you're kind of surrounded by all the time, and the naysayers that are telling you that you can't do
this.
it. And these women said yes to themselves, and they believed in their unique path and followed that.
And the ultimate goal is to show this to young women, to folks out there, so they can be inspired, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're actually on a tour right now. It's called our Dream Big Tour.
Right.
So we screen the film in middle schools, high schools, colleges, women's organizations. We were in the Bay Area this week, and we screened all over the place. So the idea is to start a conversation. It's not online. It's not for sale on DVD. It's meant to be seen with an audience to inspire change.
Yeah, with a group of people where you can talk about it afterwards. And
Right.
it's Women's History Month, right? So that's a nice little platform. How about young women, high school kids, that kind of thing? Do they come up and
absolutely.
say, thank you so much? Or...
Yeah, we get comments like, I didn't know women could be astronauts. Now I want to be an astronaut. And you just are floored.
And I think it's really beautiful to see these kids in schools, whether it's elementary or junior high, high school, making the connection between the classes that they're taking and the path to leading to some of these careers.
What's it like to make a film that makes a difference? One might entertain, you guys have done that before, but this one really, hits to the heart.
It's such a joy, it's such a privilege to be able to show this film to audiences and talk to them and hear their stories. And we ask all of our audiences, what would you do if you weren't afraid to fail? That's our big motto, and it's such a privilege to be able to ask that all around the country.
The Empowerment Project, awesome. Thanks so much for coming in,
you.
ladies.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. If you'd like more information about the Empowerment Project, log on to facebook.com/The Empowerment Project Documentary. That's facebook.com/The Empowerment Project Documentary. Seems complicated, but you'll figure it out. More Bay Sunday. We're going to meet a good doctor coming up next. Stay right there.